How to Be by Bren MacDibble. Today, it's here, bright and real and waiting. The knowing of it bursts into my head so big and sudden, like the crack of morning sun busting through the gap at the top of the door. I fall out of my bunk and hit the packing box floor. I scramble up, right into Gramps, asleep in his chair in front of the potbelly stove. "Cha!" he growls. "Sorry, Gramps," I say, "it's bee day." I pull on my pest vest and try to squeeze past him, but he holds out his foot. "First eat, then bee," he says, real firm. He cuts a wedge from the oatcake on top of the stove. Cockies screech loud from the tree over our shack. They know it's time to get moving. "I can't," I say, and try to squeeze past again. "Foreman's waiting." My sister, Magnolia, sticks her fluffy head out from the top bunk. "Stomp yourself, Peony pest," she groans. "You won't diz me when I'm a bee," I say. "P the bee? Yeah, I'm dying for that," Mag says and flops back on the bunk. "But she won't diz me when I'm a bee. Everyone likes bees. Herbs come out in buses from the city just to see bees work. The herbs cling to the bus windows as the buses travel up and down between rows of blossoms, and if they ever look out the back window after they pass me in my boring green pest vest, they'll see me standing there with my rude finger up, telling them how I feel about them getting all the fruit we work so hard to make." I grab the oatcake from Gramps, duck around him, and push through the sacking-lined door. My chooks cluck when they see me, and I flick the catch on the coop door. They push out and peck at the grass. "I'm not doing pests today," I tell them. "You have to get your own. I'm a bee now." I crumble some of my oatcake so they'll cluck happily around my feet. "Mags is still a pest. She'll find you something to eat." Mags is too big and clumsy to ever be a bee. I take a bite of oatcake and crumble the rest and scatter it so I can get away without chooks on my tail. Sometimes bees get too big to be up in the branches. Sometimes they fall and break their bones. This week both happened, and Foreman said tomorrow we'll find 2 new bees. I race to the meeting point down in Apples, but 11 pests are already there. I smile at my friend Applejoy, and he smiles back. It's going to be me and him, like always. "Peony, are you 10 yet?" Foreman asks when he sees me. His fluffy eyebrows push down toward his nose. "Yeah, boss," I lie and look all cash. He nods, and I join the other kids waiting. Pomegranate digs me in the back, with her pointy finger to tell me she knows I'm lying. "Cha!" I whisper. Foreman tells us what to do to try out to be a bee. I've seen bees working. I know how it's done. He hands us a leather cord, and when we all have one, Foreman says, "Go." The pests rush first to the pile of poles and then to the feather box and scuffle over the feathers. I get my pole and stand back. I don't need those old rummage-through muck feathers. I reach into my pocket and pull out feathers from my chooks. The best bum fluff, the softest, fluffiest feathers. I lash them to the end of my wand just like I've seen bees do, and then I run to Foreman. "I'm done, boss," I say. He checks my lashing, nods, and hands me a pouch of stamens. He nods toward the tree. Row 1. I'm proud like I'm gonna bust. This is how I always imagined. Me, first with the lashing. I run fast down to the apple trees. Pomegranate is right behind me. She got a nod from Foreman and she's running to row 2. I'm light. I'm quick, but Poms can run along fence tips wide as my thumb. I've seen her practicing. She's long keen on being a bee. I scramble into the branches of the first tree, old, thick, and spread wide easy. I dip my wand into the pouch. The other end tangles in the branches. Poms dips hers on the ground before she climbs. I'm too stupid for not remembering that's how bees do it. I check over my shoulder. Foreman's busy checking lashings. Maybe he's not seen me do it wrong. I pull the end of the wand out from the branches and start along a branch. A stick jams in my legs and I trip and fall straight out of the tree. I land on my stomach on the dirt. Poms snickers and climbs back up her trees. She stuck the end of her wand into my legs. "Cha!" I whisper and scramble to my feet. Foreman don't like bees who fight. He's ripped bees' vests right off the backs of bees who fight. I climb back into my tree. Foreman's still busy. Didn't see me fall, but I've lost my lead. Poms is already doing one side of her tree. I flick the feathers from flower to flower, every flower I can reach, and because I'm fast and light and a good climber, I can pretty much reach them all. This tree will have lots of fruit soon, and Foreman will remember that the first row was the one Peony done. Palms is running up the branches of her tree without hanging on to anything. She's heavier than me, but faster because of her balance. She jumps down and runs to her next tree. Applejoy has his lashing knotted, and he runs past to row 4 just as I jump from my first tree. "Go pee," he says. "Go, AJ," I say back. I dip the wand in my pouch with a big show in case Foreman's watching so he can see I did it proper before I climb the tree. The pouch is already half empty. I don't know if I'll have enough to finish the whole row. I spilled some when I fell. I don't want to tell Foreman I spilled some, so when he comes to check my skills, I just smile. "Good bee," he says. I'm full to busting again. I will be a bee today.